ACAC play opens tonight. I don't have any sound. Ryan, I don't got any sound in the headphones. Everybody's unmuted. I'm not getting anything. Isn't there supposed to be a cord here? Yes. That goes to this?
Yes, there is.
We're good. HCAC play opens tonight, and the Franklin Grizzlies play host to a top team in the country in the Anderson Ravens here in the Spurlock Center. Good evening, everyone. I am Ryan Gage, and with me is Chet Sproles. We are your hosts tonight. Franklin are 3-2, coming off a tight loss on the road to Milliken that snapped their 3-game win streak. Anderson, a team a week ago in the top 25 rankings nationally, following a loss to North Park, fell out the rankings, but are still receiving votes and are 4-2 on the year. Chet, what is the importance of this early season matchup?
Yeah, Ryan, this is a huge matchup for the Grizzlies here tonight. You bring in Anderson on the road, top 25 like you mentioned last week. That loss to North Park hurts that a little bit. To kick off HCAC play, this is a huge matchup with a lot of implications going further into the season. Happy this one's at home.
Yeah. Franklin, a balanced offense with multiple guys scoring 10-plus a night. Anderson, also a balanced offense, but they have a big threat in the senior Tate Ivanyo, who's averaging 21 points and 8 rebounds a game. Chet, what are some keys for tonight's matchup?
Yeah, for Franklin, you got to start the game fast. Get out to a fast pace. You get this Anderson defense on their back heels. You also need to limit fouls. As this game goes on down the stretch, you're going to need your best starting five in. Lastly, playing Grizzly style of ball. That's slowing the pace of play, playing your offense down the stretch, getting in that tight game, start breaking out points from there. For Anderson, you got to silence this Franklin crowd. Students are still starting to pour in. It's going to be an electric atmosphere here tonight. And then you got to create space for your playmakers. And then lastly, fast transitions. The Anderson offense strives on moving that ball quickly and breaking that Franklin full court press like we saw last week.
Yeah, a lot of athletes on this Franklin and the Anderson team. So we'll see which team can get out on the fast start. Let's meet the starting lineups first for Anderson. Number 3, Kenny Troutman. Number 10, Rob Davidson. Number 12, Tate Ivanyo. Number 22, Bryce Williams. And number 31, Axel Levy. The head coach in his 8th season is Carter Collins. Now for Franklin, at point guard, number 24, Ryan Bostic. At the 2 guard, number 4, Braden Flanagan. At small forward, number 11, Cody Samples. In the front court, number 3, Lynn King. And number 7, Jesse Morgan III. Head coach for Franklin is Chris Hamilton. We're about a minute away from player inductions and national anthem in the stadium. We'll check out for a minute and we'll be back right for tip-off.
At this time, we ask that you please rise, remain standing, and remove your hats.
So the same starting lineup we've seen for Franklin the first opening 5 games of the season, and the same 5 for Anderson the past couple games. The senior lineup for Franklin still playing a big impact early in the season for Franklin, is it, Chet?
Yeah, you know, seniors are going to help you down the road. They got a lot of experience, and they can really take your team a long way. We'll see how they match up here in this first half of basketball against the Ravens.
It'll be Axel Levy and Jesse Morgan at center court for the tip-off. Jesse Morgan, the last time we saw him out here at Spurlock Center, had 20 points and 6 assists, 4 rebounds in the win over Knox. Anderson controls the opening tip. We're underway here with Bryce Williams. And a steal early on for Morgan. One-on-one with Levy, gets it swatted away, but Flanagan trailing and lays it in.
Yeah, great job by Flanagan. Tailing Jesse Morgan there, expecting some kind of block on that shot. Does a really nice job to put that ball back up.
Here's the lead man for the Ravens, Teddy Vagno, working on Lynn King. Takes it out for Troutman. Now over Levy, guarded by Bostic. Now inside, almost taken away by Flanagan. Now Levy, that's Davidson on the layup attempt. Can't get it to fall, but draws a foul and will shoot 2 free throws. Foul goes on Lynn King, picks up his first personal. Chad, that was something you said earlier about the keys was not fouling for Franklin.
Yeah, you gotta keep your guys out of foul trouble. You only get 5 in college. You gotta keep it easy on these guys and keep them in the game, as Davidson misses his first one there.
Yeah. King picking up his first one just 41 seconds into this one. Davidson, the 72% free throw shooter. Goes 0 for 2 at the line. King pulls in the defensive rebound. Now Franklin will set up their half-court offense. Offense that slowed down a little bit from the three-point line against Milliken. Only shot 6 for 21 from 3, but we know this team can shoot with Flanagan, Bostic, and Samples. Yeah,
they had a lot of guys come in against Knox College and knock down a lot of threes off the bench. Really helps when you get your bench guys scoring.
Anderson showing a early 3-2 zone. Samples will try a 3, too short, and rebound by Williams. Pushing the pace. Vagno gets Samples a jump, now kicks back out. Levy will try a long three-pointer off the back rim. Long rebound secured by King.
You got to credit Jesse Morgan for getting outside the key there, getting up and putting a hand in the face.
Bostic will try a deep 3 himself. That rims out. Still 2-0 early on, 18-20 to play. Kick out Troutman, he'll try a 3. That one's off the front rim, but nobody boxes out Rob Davidson, and he lays it in for the first points for Anderson.
Yeah, and that's where your vision has to come into play. You got to see that Ravens offensive player there and kind of get a hand in his face as he's crashing the board.
Inside to King. He'll try a fadeaway jumper in the post, and he can't get that one to fall left and short. Already early subs for Anderson. 3 subs coming to the scorers table.
We'll see if Coach Hamilton decides to bring in some of his own to match that size differential.
As Williams drives inside and gets the tough layup to fall. And Anderson has their first lead of the night. We'll see how Franklin deals with the 3-2 zone. Haven't seen much of that, at least here at home in games.
Well, yeah, they knew this coming in, that was going to be on the scouting report.
Samples gets that blocked by Levy, goes out of bounds, stays with Franklin.
Yeah, like I was saying, Coach Hamilton noticed that's something that Anderson plays quite often, something that they haven't seen a lot of. I wonder what schemes they've drawn up this week to kind of break that zone down, make Anderson go into a man defense.
Franklin on the baseline inbound, 12 to shoot on the shot clock, finds Flanagan open for 3, too strong off the back iron. King grabs the offensive rebound and puts it in for Franklin. Elisha Moore, one of the subs to come in for Anderson. Williams, he'll try to sidestep a 3 off the right side of the rim, rebounded by Marco Beverly. And a long 3 that time from Swan, can't fall.
A quick pull-up 3, you kind of want to settle down your offense, use that time that you get on that missed shot clock restarts.
Into the corner for Flanagan. That one's too short. He's over there calling for it. Multiple passes didn't go over to him. Now Williams pushing the pace, finds Swan. Over to Moore. And now Evania will try a deep 3. That's too strong.
Yeah, so far tonight, neither squad is drained one from beyond the arc.
Let's see which team grabs the first long ball of the night. Both these teams' perimeter defense, probably the key coming in this game. Don't let the other team get open looks from 3. King feeds it inside to Morgan, has to put it up, gets it blocked by Beverly. And now Evania brings up the court for the Ravens. And then Beverly drives inside, gets it blocked by King. Bostic trying to go the other way, gets it wrapped up there with Swan, and a jump ball possession arrow with Franklin.
That's a good job stopping that drive, getting his hands on the ball, not on the player there. Does a good job. Takes us into our first media timeout.
Yeah, so 4-4, 5 minutes down. We'll be back in just a second. Back here after the timeout, Franklin with the possession after the jump ball. Chet, let's talk about the early three-point struggles for both teams.
Yeah, both teams coming in with a lot of energy. There's a lot of energy here in this building at Spurlock Center tonight. I think both coaches had the same idea when they got into that huddle. Settle down and let's make some shots.
Cooper Matthews and Malachi Archie into the game for Franklin. Archie, he'll leave that three-pointer short. And still, both teams 0 for 5 from beyond the arc to open up tonight's contest. Beverly gives it up for Evania. He'll try a 3, and he'll drain the first one of the night.
Yeah, it wasn't going to take long until Evania connects on one of those.
Evania, the 39% three-point shooter on the season. Don't jack him up. He tried 11 attempts. That's a kick ball there on the Ravens. 3 of the starters return for the Ravens after a quick sit.
Coach Collins doing a good job keeping his guys fresh. Quick subs, you know, it makes it difficult in this little chess game that Coach Hamilton and Coach Collins are playing on the sideline.
King will go long to find Archie on the inbound, 20 to shoot. And if Morgan can't handle that pass inside, now Vanya will drive the other way. Takes it inside over. Morgan can't get it to go. Laby tried to follow up on the putback and can't finish. It's 3-2 zone, giving Franklin a little bit of problems, but they're doing their job, getting somebody at that free throw line, trying to open up this zone as King hits that jumper to do so.
And you called it right there, Ryan. They moved King and Morgan into that block position. You know, you come up in that 2-3 zone, try to give them some mishaps, find an open guy underneath. Found it from the free throw line there.
So 14:40 to play. 6-7 is your score. Visitors lead as there's a foul on that pass into the low post for Laby. Goes on Jesse Morgan, his first. Vanyo gets it in for Moore. And then Matthews almost poked it away there, but goes out of bounds off of him. As Dylan Beverly will check in for Franklin, the sophomore, making his third appearance on the season. $18 to shoot for Anderson on the inbound, gets it off to Moore. Now Laby looking cross court, finds Davidson. Beverly almost came with a steal, just went through his hands.
Yeah, really tough basket there by Davidson. Again, Beverly misses, gives him a free drive to the rim there.
Yeah, that pass almost taken away. Morgan able to recover, jump step into the paint, and hits a shot.
Like you said, Ryan, that's that soft spot in the zone. You had Malachi Archie on the other side.
Ivanyo pull up transition three, and he's got his second of the night.
Yeah, they score so quick, I can't even get my message out.
Ivanyo, he has that confidence to shoot it from anywhere, and he shows that range on that attempt. It's 12-8, 13:55 to play, and Matthews gets a whack in the face, and by Troutman. A little bit of a late call there.
Yeah, a little bit of a late whistle, but you know he kind of sold it a little bit, grabbing the face.
Yeah. If you're holding your face for that long after getting smacked, you almost think he got smacked.
Yeah, you got to assume so. And I think I saw a ref throw a ball off the back of Davison there for the Ravens.
Some good banter between our players and refs, trying to keep things light early on here before they inevitably get intense. Flanagan back in the game for Franklin. Over to him now. Drives, tries to put up a shot there. Doesn't do so. Now he'll try a three, uncontested from deep, and that rims out. Now Troutman drives inside and draws a foul on Samples. So 2 shots coming for Kenny Troutman.
And you see Samples throw up his hands there. Doesn't understand what the foul was. I think his feet weren't set, and as that was Troutman coming down the lane, just contact to the body there.
Yeah. Hands were straight up, body wasn't.
Exactly.
Still leaning towards Troutman. So 2 shots for the junior from Ben Davis. Averaging 10 points a game. A key part of this offense for Anderson. As he goes 2 for 2 from the line, makes it a 6-point lead in favor of the visitors. Still in this zone. Franklin rotating guys at that free throw line, trying to break it open. Cross-court pass for Matthews in the post to King. 12 to shoot on the shot clock for Franklin. King will fade away in the paint. Can't get it to fall in. Rebound secured by Davidson. Troutman drives inside. Nobody there to contest it. And an easy layup for Troutman, as that's 4 quick points for him. And Coach Hamilton will take a timeout here.
Yeah, smart timeout by Coach Hamilton. Getting run up and down the floor right now will take us into our timeout.
7-0 run into this timeout by Anderson. We'll be back in just a second. 16-8, 12:54 to play after the timeout. Franklin on the wrong end of a 7-0 run here, trying to snap that streak. Matthews, Samples, Beverly, Flanagan, and King, the 5 for Franklin. Inside to Beverly, he'll drive baseline, up and under for the basket.
And that's good news for Franklin when your bench can make an impact. Beverly didn't play in the last game at Milligan, and now he's making an impact here tonight.
The freshman started a lot of the opening games for the season last year. This year only played in 2 contests so far, but definitely will have an impact on this team. As Troutman gets towards the baseline, cut off by Samples, pass over to Beverly inside. His layup no good. Matthews tries to get it to Samples. Samples saves it, but then pass picked off by Williams, and he'll go and lay it in on the other end. And he gets his man to jump inside the post to King. King over to Beverly. Cross-court pass for Flanagan. He'll try a 3. He buries one.
And hopefully that ignites some kind of spark for the Grizzly offense to really break this zone defense. They're going to need to start hitting some of these 3-pointers.
Vanyo draws a double team from King and Samples in transition. And Beverly pass on the cutting baseline to Swan. Another basket for the Ravens.
Yeah, Swan just gets behind the Grizzly defense there, and a nice pass inside. Finds an easy basket.
Anderson's 4 of their last 5 from the field. Flanagan gets 2 people to jump on that one. Finds Samples wide open in the corner. Bullseye for Cody Samples.
Once again, you get that zone defense playing real tight to that free throw line. Find something open in the corner.
Student sections starting to finally fill up for Franklin. Swan, he's in the corner for 3, and he drills one to answer Samples.
It's going to be a long night if these 2 teams keep going at it like this.
The 3-point ball starting to fall for both teams after the combined 0 for 10 start. Beverly finds King inside over Ivanyo. Can't get the shot to fall, and then a foul called there on Ivanyo.
Now, once again, a little bit of a late whistle, but definitely some contact there to the arm. Takes King to the free throw line.
Takes us to our next media timeout, as we'll be back with 2 free throws for Lynn King. Checked in for us. 23-16, 10:37 to play. Lynn King to shoot 2 free throws for Franklin. LeBron, Benny Powell, and Malachi Archie check in on the timeout for Franklin. First time we've seen Benny Powell tonight. And King at the free throw line. It's been a struggle for Lynn King, 43% from the line.
Yeah, but that doesn't limit his point scoring ability. He had 19 in the loss at Milliken, and you know his career high 20 in the 22 season, 22 points against Anderson.
Yeah, so Franklin needing King at the line here. Missed the first. Trying to go 1 for 2 here. And does so. Makes it 23-17, 6-point game. Thing to notice here, Ivanyo's played every minute so far in this matchup. Only guy not to sub out.
Yeah, we'll see how that affects him as this game continues on. It's a long game, 40 minutes of basketball.
Yeah, Ivanyo in the corner, guarded by Samples, drives baseline, goes inside, gets it blocked. That's a late whistle there. We've seen it both sides.
Yeah, they got to call it both ways. I mean, the ref crew's done a fantastic job so far tonight, keeping the scrappiness down.
Yeah. So a foul goes on Samples on the drive from Ivano, and he'll shoot 2 free throws. The late whistle, I'm fine with it if you're both sides. So I'm okay with that one.
Hey, it's gone both ways, so if they keep it up, we'll be all right up here.
Yep. 23-17. Ivano has already got 6. His first free throws attempt of the night. And he drills that attempt. He's shooting 92% from the free throw line. Kind of polar opposite of Lynn King.
Yeah, when you got a guy that can go to the free throw line, it's almost a guaranteed 2 points. It's really nice to see him get a contact foul and get to that line.
Ryan Bostic checks in for Franklin. He goes 2 for 2. And now he'll check out for the first time for Rob Davidson.
Well-deserved rest.
8 points early on. Help extend the lead for the Ravens. 10:20 to play. Anderson still in this zone. Towards the baseline, it gets deflected to King, and then it goes out of bounds. Franklin keeps possession.
You know, from up here, Ryan, I didn't even see that hit off of Anderson player. I think they might have got a lucky call.
A long pass for Archie, and then a foul there on Davidson on the contact. Just a third team foul for Anderson. Still far away from the bonus for both teams. Archie, top of the key, over to Bostic, and he'll try a deep three-pointer. That's too strong, but Archie there on the rebound, drives inside and scores.
You know, you give up the assist for 2 points of your own. Good job there by Archie, crashing the board.
Davidson drives inside on Archie, over the top of Morgan, and good contest there. Alters the shot. Now Franklin on the fast, trying to go quickly, can't do so. King Gilman gets it knocked away by Williams. Inside to Morgan now, guarded by Levy. Spin move, gets it knocked up in the air and a foul. We'll see if they call that on the shot or on the floor. Looks like it'd be on the shot.
That one goes on Alex Levy.
His first, team's fourth. So 2 free throws for Jesse Morgan. First free throw good from Jesse Morgan, the senior from South Bend, transfer from Manchester last season. Been a big pickup for Franklin.
Yeah, he had a tremendous game last home game against Knox. 20 points and a season high in both points and assists.
He was dishing them out in that game against Knox. He had a no-look assist late in the game. Haven't seen him pull that out in a while.
No, we'll see if he can do it out here again tonight.
So 4-point game, 9:15 to play. Swan will try a really long three. That one no good. Offensive rebound by Williams, and he'll put it in.
Yeah, smaller guy getting under the board there. Finding a rebound and finding 2 for the Ravens.
Archie goes baseline for Benny Powell. Kicks back out to Bostic, back to Morgan, trying to spin. Levy pokes that one away. Now up top to Levy again. Archie on the contest, gets the foul for Axel Levy, and he'll shoot 2 free throws.
And Axel Levy, a 33% free throw shooter, so that might have been the better take there, not letting him get that free 2.
Yeah. We'll see if that works out for Malachi Archie. Archie's first personal, team's 5th. And Levy drills the first as Will Spillman and Ryan Bostic check in for Franklin. Jesse Morgan will head to the bench. Now for Franklin, Lynn King hasn't checked out.
Yeah, he's going to have to play a lot of minutes here tonight. He's a big guy, likes to get low in the post and create some problems for a lot of defenses. Hasn't really made an impact against his zone defense yet tonight, though.
Onto the baseline for King, underneath the basket, lays it up and in. It's a tough angle.
Yeah, really tough basket, and right as I say that, of course, hasn't made a difference. There he comes up.
up to 7 points, leads all Franklin scores. Now Williams drives inside over Spellman on the floater, goes in. Archie and Bostic passing back and forth, 15 to shoot. Archie drives inside, kicks out for Benny Powell. He'll try a three-pointer, too strong. Rebound secured by almost by Swan. That one goes in favor of the Ravens. Takes us to our next media timeout. 31-23 Ravens. We'll be back in just a moment. Anderson ball following the under 8 media timeout, 31-23 for the Ravens. Tate Avagno back in for Anderson, as well as Kenny Troutman and Marco Beverly following the timeout. Franklin brings in Cooper Matthews, the only sub off the timeout, along with Malachi Archie, Benny Powell, King, and Spellman. Now into the corner for Avagno. Benny Powell there on defense. Spellman kind of there to help out. Avagno cut off on the baseline. Tries to get it out of that corner. And then, not sure if they call it a foul or just called it out of bounds. I think they call it. I believe that was a kickball violation there. Benny Powell. Hamilton upset with the call. I think Avagno might have stepped out. And it has to go long here. Beverly with 13 to shoot. Finds Swan over to Troutman. He'll try a deep three-pointer, and he drills one. Getting Troutman up to 7 points for Anderson, and that puts them into their largest lead at 11. And Matthews can't handle that pass.
This zone defense really causing a lot of trouble for the Grizzlies. Not only trying to get the ball into the paint, but the passing game too. They've been really flying up court with a lot of speed and getting the hands and face of our point guards.
3 turnovers from Franklin in this first half. Now a chance to extend the lead more for the Ravens. Swan, he'll try a deep three, and he drills one. Swan's second three-pointer, he's got 8.
Yeah, and he's been shooting from deep. He's got the range. Let him pull it.
Archie almost loses possession there again for Franklin. Over to King into Spellman. Gets it off for Benny Powell. He can't keep it. King in the post has 3 people around him. Puts it up. It gets it blocked. Now Anderson running the fast break up for Avagno. Hard time handling that one. Avagno in the corner. That three-pointer just off target.
This gives Franklin an opportunity, as I said, to push the court.
Benny Powell catches the long pass. Matthews in the corner. Three-pointer too strong. Rebound is secured by Beverly. And running the fast break again is Beverly over King. Can't get it to fall. And then before the shot, Archie on the rebound attempt commits the foul.
Yeah, you saw Cooper Matthews get away with a little bit of a push there.
Archie's second personal, team sixth. One away from the 1-and-1 bonus is Franklin. 6:13 to play in the first half. 14-point lead for the Ravens. Gets it in for Beverly, into the corner, Ivanyo. Troutman kicks to the corner for Moore. His three-pointer off wide right. There's a foul on the driving Cooper Matthews. 37-23, an 8-0 run for the Ravens. Franklin scoreless for the last 2:38 of game time.
Yeah, tough. You can kind of see him move into this more fast-paced offense. Not typical of what we see Franklin do.
Lange will step inside, try an elbow jumper, and has too much on it. Jesse Fairs into the game for the first time tonight for Franklin. Troutman working on Beverly, gets him to jump, puts it up too short on the attempt. Samples with the rebound, trying to push the pace.
Beverly got lucky there on that last shot. Kind of got put in a spin cycle there.
Beverly kicks out for Matthews. Matthews drives inside, puts up a shot put type shot, and he gets it to fall.
It looked like Matthews slipped a little bit on that shot. Lucky that one falls for him.
Yeah, he definitely lost his footing going up. Looked awkward. And Vanya left open on the press, and then a foul there by, I believe it would be Flanagan. And that puts Franklin, or Anderson, in the bonus. Shooting 1-and-1 is Tate Vanya.
Ryan, this quick passing from the Anderson offense has really given the Grizzlies trouble on defense. Playing with a lot of great vision. I know a lot of their shots, especially in the opening minutes of this first half, didn't fall, but if this continues up, it's going to put a lot of pressure on this Franklin defense.
Yeah, Franklin only shooting 10 of 25 from the field, 2 for 11 from 3. Anderson 5 for 13 from 3, 46% from the field goal. Ivanyo goes 2 for 2 from the line, puts him at 10 points. 14-point lead for the Ravens. Matthews inside for Fairs. Fairs kicks out for Flanagan. Back to Fairs, over to Matthews. Matthews drives inside, tried to find Samples. Matthews goes in, gets it rejected by Levy, and then unable to keep it is Davidson, and it stays with Franklin with 7 on the shot clock.
Ball movement, a clear problem for the Grizzlies tonight. That zone is really giving them trouble. Tried to kick it to the outside wing a few times. Just not really finding a lot of lanes to really get a drive on.
Yeah. Against Knox, the backdoor cut was a big thing. Flanagan tries a 3, and he drills 1.
That brings a little bit of life into this Grizzly faithful.
Just the third 3 of the night for Franklin, the second for Flanagan. And a three-pointer to answer from Williams, too strong, and a rebound for Franklin. Chance to cut it to single digits now. That pass inside, off the leg of a defender, goes out of bounds. Franklin possession.
Again, these Ravens are really doing a great job clogging these passing lanes. You've seen the Grizzlies now have 2 inbound passes, and just balls roll off fingers tonight.
Then King will check in for Jesse Fairs. King leads, or was leading all Franklin scorers with 7 points. He has 4 rebounds. Matthews off the inbound will try a pull-up jumper, too strong. And rebound secured by Davidson. Troutman guarded by Matthews now. Troutman goes inside, puts it up, too strong. Franklin trying to push the pace. Matthews goes inside, throws up a shot, draws a foul, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Great job by Matthews getting into the low post there, able to find a lane. Initial spacing for the Grizzlies, trying to move fast with a little out of the ordinary. You can see that that's not their original style of ball.
Yeah, running the fast break is definitely a skill set now for teams. You either run the half court or you run the fast break. Saw that Pacers running in the NBA. They run a full court, fast offense. And they've come against teams with the half court offense that slows them down.
Yeah, and really, I think Franklin wanted to slow down this Anderson offense tonight, but their pace of play has had to match the Ravens to try to get back into this game.
As both the free throws attempt from Matthews don't fall, and it stays an 11-point game with under 4 to play in the first half. Williams at the top of the key finds Ivanyo, comes around the screen, guarded by King. Back to Williams, guarded by Samples. Good man-to-man defense here from Franklin as Troutman will try a three. Contest from Matthews, forces the shot off target, and now Flanagan slows it up for Franklin into the half court to the free throw line with King. King working on Williams, kicks out for Matthews. He'll try a three-pointer, and he can't find that one.
Good decision by King to push that one outside beyond the arc. Didn't really have some space to work into the post.
Vanya will try a three off the back rim and no good. Beverly grabs the rebound, almost poked away by Davidson. 3 minutes to play in the first half, still 11-point game, 39-28. Samples drives to the free throw line, kicks out for Matthews. Matthews, a floater in the lane, gets that one to fall.
Matthews really playing physical tonight, not afraid to push the lane, finds a nice floater there.
So now a 9-point game with 2:35 to play in the first quarter, the first half. Williams drives on Samples, finds Ivanyo on the baseline, up and under, scores for the Ravens.
Yeah, really nice backdoor cut there and gets under the rim and back over.
12 points for the senior Ivanyo. This final 2 minutes, huge for Franklin to try and cut in this lead.
Yeah, one of the most critical times in basketball. Got a kickball violation there on Troutman.
And Swan will check in along with Ferris. That'll take us to our under 4 immediate timeout. 2:13 to play, 11-point lead for the visitors. .213 to play. Franklin with possession. Bostic, King, Samples, Matthews, and Fairs, the 5 on the floor for Franklin. Beverly, Vanyo, Williams, Swan, and Davidson, the 5 for Anderson. Over to Matthews, into the lane. He'll try another floater. He leaves that one short. Rebound almost secured by Davidson, but goes out of bounds. Franklin will keep it.
Once again, Cooper Matthews trying to make a play and drive into a lane. A way to break this zone defense is a lot of movement on offense, something that we haven't really seen from the Grizzlies.
As King, I believe he's got a nosebleed here, having to come off the court for that to get cleaned up, so a bit of an informal timeout here. We'll dive a little bit into the stats. Leading all scorers is Tate Vanyo with 12. He's 3 for 7, 2 for 5 from 3, 4 for 4 from the free throw line. Leading all rebounders is Rob Davidson with 6 rebounds and 4 points. Bryce Williams is 8 for the Ravens as well. Franklin, led by Braden Flanagan, has 8 2-3s on the night. We have the, infection control on the court, cleaning up the blood stain from Lynn King's bloody nose. He'll have to sub out, most likely.
Yeah, just until that nose stops bleeding. And I mean, they're doing a good job cleaning up the court. Brand new hardwood for us.
The new Grizzly logo. Can't stain that. Franklin led by Braden Flanagan in points, 8 points. Lynn King has 7 points, 5 rebounds in 15 minutes of play. But other than that, Franklin just a bunch of 4 points for Jesse Morgan, 3 points for Cody Samples. Franklin needing to spark some more offense here.
Yeah, and the moral of the story is they've missed opportunities. You're going 3 for 13 from the three-point line. You've had some open looks. Yes, some have been contested, but really you got to start draining some of those threes.
So King and the court all cleaned up. Well, not sure if King's all cleaned up. He's still over there trying to stop that and bleeding behind the bench. Only 7 to shoot for Samples. Drives inside, finds Matthews on the cut, puts it up around the rim, won't fall. And a rebound by Davidson. That one went around twice. And then Matthews, I think it's called for a tech here.
Yeah, I'm not sure what was said down on the floor, but they did get him for a technical.
So technical foul on Matthews. Must have been upset with the missed shot, or maybe no foul call. Not sure what he said. He'll have to come out.
Well, I'm sure he wanted a foul call there. He's a 6'2 sophomore getting under the rim, playing physical ball, and deserves a little leeway in my opinion.
So free throw for Ivanio. Free attempt makes it the first. As Jamison Chapman will come in for Franklin, the sophomore from Brownsburg, making his first appearance on the season. Interesting to see that they go with him late in this first half.
Yeah, I think you want to get your starting five some rest. I know Cody Samples is still out there.
Samples and Bostic the only starters. Bostic, though, hasn't played many minutes, only 9 minutes so far. Final minute 48, 13-point lead for Anderson. Let's see how Franklin close out this first half and they can cut into this lead, or will the Ravens extend going into the second half. Over to Swan, quick trigger. Oh, banks it in.
Yeah, hard shot off the glass. Banks open on Wednesdays.
After hours, bank is open. Archie drives inside, hop step, can't get it to go. Ferris will grab the offensive rebound, put it up, and that won't go. And then it poked away on the rebound there.
Yeah, a lot of missed opportunities underneath the rim again.
Vanyo in the corner, his three-pointer off the back iron and in. 19-point lead for the Ravens. Franklin offense stuttering. Scoreless for the last minute and a half. Need a basket in this drought. Samples over to Archie. Archie into the corner for Ferris. He'll try a three-pointer. Off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound by Williams.
And that last three-pointer is kind of that first half dagger. You kind of got to go into halftime and reevaluate what's going on the floor.
Cross-court pass for Williams, guarded by Samples, 17 to shoot. Into the post for Ivanyo. On Archie, turnaround jumper, and he drills another one. 19 points in this first half for Ivanyo.
Yeah, Ivanyo realized he got the switch that he wanted. He's got a smaller guy defending him down low. Gets that one for two.
Bostic will try a three-pointer. Off the front of the rim, no good. Chapman fighting for the rebound. And then a foul there as Chapman kind of fell on top of Davidson. And so free throws coming up for the Ravens. A 21-point lead. Could be a 23-point lead if both of these free throws on the 1-and-1 attempt from Davidson fall.
Yeah, and Coach Hamilton can't be too happy down there. This is not the way you want to end the first half, especially when that lead just a few minutes ago is about 16 points. Now you're going to have to really go into the locker room at halftime and scheme up something magical to get this lead cut down.
Front half of the 1-and-1 good for Davidson. The sophomore from Bishop Chatard in Indianapolis, shooting 72% from the free throw line. Already has 4 points on the night. And this is the second half. Foul there. It will go on Marco Beverly. Franklin still one away from the, I believe that puts him in the 1-and-1 bonus. So 1-and-1 attempt here for Franklin will be Dylan Beverly to shoot him.
Yeah, Beverly just a 50% free throw shooter on the season.
Not sure he has many attempts, though. He just 1 of 2 from the line.
Yeah, he's a taller guy. A lot of guys don't like to make contact with him down in the low post. And he can shoot the 3-ball as well.
Front half of the 101 rims out. Another chance for points goes to begging for Franklin. And now Anderson can have the final shot of this first half. Williams, guarded by Archie, gives up for Swan. He's been on fire from beyond the arc. He'll drive inside and put up a shot. No good. And then Beverly's shot had no chance from behind the backboard, and that takes us into halftime for a 22-point advantage for our visitors, Anderson. Franklin struggling on the offensive side, just shooting 33% from the field, 42% from free throw, 20% from the three-point line. Anderson, much more success, 38%, 7 of 18 from three-point, 47% from the field, and 78% on free throws. Tate Ivanyo leads all scorers with 19 heading into the break. Franklin also getting out rebounded 26-20.
Yeah, and those rebounds are going to come in handy down the stretch. If Franklin wants to make a comeback here in the second half, they're going to have to out-rebound the Ravens and crash boards like there's no tomorrow.
So that takes us into our 15-minute halftime. We'll be back for the second half of action in just a moment. They did that more times than we did. Baylor, I was watching Baylor play in one of those like invitational tournaments just randomly. They played the most insane game against St. John's. Double overtime, like a buzzer beater in regular time, a buzzer beater a win in double overtime. Like in the first overtime, Baylor was up 7 with a minute left and choked it. And then St. John was up by 6 with 13 seconds left and choked it. Or 5. 13 seconds? Yeah. They bang the 3. The dude gets fouled, misses both free throws, and then they go down and bang another 3 and win. Barbecue chicken in there?
Those Crimson Tigers.
Good. I hate Kentucky. I hope they lose every game next year. Apparently. One of the big schools to win in the ACC championship last night. Louisville got blown out. Duke and North Carolina are playing. Kansas is the hardest place to play in the country. Allen Field. I want to go to the Allen Field House and see a game like sometime.
I don't trust NC State.
I don't know. Texas basketball has it. Oh, yes. When's that game start? I'm going to watch that. That's a big game. I love watching like those big top 10 matchups. Or any top ranked matchup. Jonah and Broom is good. They got that, what's that guard they got? I can't think of him. Something with Tristan or Tristan or something. He's a hooper too. They ran through Matthew. They didn't have to play UConn. They didn't have to play UConn, but UConn wasn't trying. Yeah, I think they might be. Even with a on-team plane fight, they were still going to see Have you seen like the air traffic control radio of the pilots? They're like, we have 2 players that won't separate fighting, so we're coming for an emergency landing. Yeah, you're the player of the basketball team, right? It's like, yeah, 2 basketball players are fighting and they can't separate them. So they found that like dude that was fighting was like number 0. They found like some of them like game before. One of the teams they went on like a 12-0 run, like hitting 4 straight threes. He didn't touch the ball once. And every time they hit a 3, he goes, he was open in the corner, and he goes, and then rolls back on defense. And he starts fighting his own teammates. That guy's never playing basketball in high school.
Kelly cussed out the coach at Clemson. All right, come out with some
Greg. Hey, boss. It's got to start right away. Like, you can't like wait around. You got to make some close game fit. Cody Samples, freshman
championship game. Cody Samples, the freshman, starts the second half, hits 7 threes in the second half to let us help us win that game. He also had some seniors score 14 straight points down the stretch for us. Like he literally, we gave the ball to him every play, and he scored every play. And that like last 2 minutes of the game. Yeah. Give me the ball, I will score. Unfortunately, Anderson had that guy.
Just under 30 seconds away from second half of basketball. Anderson up by 22. Chet, this comeback's got to start right away for Franklin.
Yeah, it's got to start sooner than now. We need some shots to go in from the three-point line. Try to break that zone defense a little bit. If we can't get those three-point shots in, you got to create that space with movement. It's a little tough right now when you have Anderson's starting five still out there. And, you know, they played great ball. I bet that message in the locker room is just continue to play our style of basketball, and we'll get out of here with a win tonight.
Franklin needing a quick comeback to try to cut this lead into a manageable deficit. If anything, Sparta comeback will need the three-point shooters of Samples and Flanagan and Bostic to get hot and keep Anderson off the scoreboard too. But Vanyo's got 19, Swan's got 11. They can shoot threes, and the perimeter defense has got to step up for Franklin.
Yeah, it's about playing complementary basketball. It's getting back on defense. It's transitioning onto offense. It's starting now. Let's see what they bring out.
Anderson will start the ball for the second half. 20 minutes to play, 22-point lead for the Ravens. Williams drives inside, early steal by Bostic. Flanagan running the fast break, takes it up, rejected off the glass by Levy. Now Williams on the other end. Both teams flying to start this half. Morgan will poke that one away. Now Franklin has numbers this time on the fast break. Over to Flanagan, 4-3, bullseye!
And that's exactly how you want to start. I know that first fast break didn't go your way, but you respond in a big way with that three there.
2 steals to come out of the half for Franklin. Got to have active hands, physical on defense, no easy buckets if they want to come back here against this really good Ravens team. There's another steal by Samples. Well, that was Flanagan. Samples on the fast break, lays it in, and the foul.
And that gets this crowd up and moving. Once again, exactly what you need there. Drives into the contact, gets that one to fall.
3 straight steals to open up the first 50 seconds of this half. And a chance for a 6-0 run to start the second half. And Coach Collins is going to take a timeout. If you want to start a comeback, there's no better way to do it than that.
Yeah, exactly. You've played 50 seconds of basketball here in the second half, and you've already put 5 points up on the board, cutting into that deficit.
We'll take a quick break and we'll be back in just a moment. So Cody Samples at the free throw line to cap off the three-point play opportunity and start off this second half on the right foot for Franklin.
Coach Hamilton using the entirety of that timeout to get his fellas coached up. Continue this scoring run.
Samples converts the three-point play and a 6-0 run to start the second half for Franklin, and they go immediately in a full-court press. Williams gets it up court, throws the lob for Davison off the side of the backboard. And another turnover by Anderson over to Samples. Bostic at the top of the key, guarded by Williams. Samples thought about the three, looking for Flanagan. He'll try a deep one, leaves that way short. But they call it way short. I thought they might have had a foul there, but no. Referee's hand was up, but the little foul. So off target from Flanagan.
Yeah, that was the first time you really saw Anderson's defense in the second half get back into that zone. Still causing problems for this Grizzly offense.
Into the corner for Davidson. Samples recovers quickly over to it. Levy driving inside. And a charge draw by Samples.
Good job by Samples getting his feet set and taking that one for the team. Gets possession back for the Grizzlies.
It's that type of play that Franklin's going to need in the second half. Putting the body on the line. Team first mentality. That's the type of basketball Coach Hamilton wants to play here. Team first.
Yeah, Coach Hamilton talks a lot about grit, and that's what they have to have in the second half to cut into this deficit.
First 2 minutes down, 52-36. Into the elbow with King. He'll put up a hook floater, and it won't go for King. Now Anderson with Ivanyo, the leading scorer with 19 points in that first half. Williams slowing it up for Anderson. Gets it up to Levy on the high elbow. Ivanyo will try a deep three. Knew that one was off as soon as he left his hand, went straight for the rebound.
Yeah, it's a smart play going for your own rebound, just couldn't come up with that one.
King drives inside, spins, puts it up, too strong, offensive rebound. Morgan, he can't get that one to fall. Still saved by King, bouncing ball in the middle, and Ivanyo will pick it up and run the fast break for Anderson. 3-on-2, layup for Williams, falls for the Ravens.
That's a tough shot there. You got to really go over, what was that? Braden Flanagan there. Gets that one to fall. Nice friendly touch on the glass and the rim.
Anderson set it back up in that zone, and pass taken away by Williams. Fast break, Samples trying to get back on defense. Can't affect the shot, and another basket for Williams.
And if you're the Grizzlies right now, this is where you cannot fall apart. Yes, you scored some quick buckets, but you got to get right back and shoot some threes and try to get them out of this zone.
Bostic will drive inside, try a two-pointer, and that one rims out. Davidson with the board. Anderson showing good poise to stop the momentum shifting in the way of Franklin as that shot from Williams won't fall. A cross-court pass for Flanagan. Transition three. Off the front of the rim, no good. Ivanyo grabs another rebound. Levy will drive other way, tries to jelly it into the layup, can't get it to fall.
That draws a little bit of contact there. The ref's letting him play that one out. Is that one
taken away by Ivanyo from Bostic. Now Troutman back to Ivanyo inside, draws a foul, and he'll go to the line for two.
Nice little no-looker pass there by Troutman.
2 free throws for Ivanyo. He's 6 for 6 at the line. And a line change for Franklin here. As Archie, Benny Powell, Fairs, and Beverly will all be checking in between these free throws. Just trying to look for something maybe a little different to generate a spark.
Yeah, and it looks like Coach Hamilton's starting to play more of that chess matchup as Coach Collins also gets almost an entirely new lineup in there.
With this now 21-point lead, Anderson has a chance to rest a little bit of the starters. This bench unit, though, has still been killer for them. Swan with 11 off the bench. That's 2 for 2 at the line for Ivanyo, puts him over to 21 points, his season average. In the middle, Fairs finds Benny Powell wide open on the baseline and lays it in for 2.
And that's the style of ball movement you have to have when you're trying to break a zone defense. Grizzlies do a very nice job there.
Williams guarded by Archie, over to Ivanyo. Thought about the three-pointer, drives baseline, gets it taken away. Diving on the court is Ivanyo, and wrapped up with Benny Powell for a jump ball. Really possession should be with Franklin here. That takes us to our media timeout here. 20-point lead still for the Ravens. We'll be back in just a moment. Franklin with possession after the jump ball and the timeout here. 15:45, 58-38 your score. Matthews, Archie, Fairs, Beverly, and Benny Powell, the five for Franklin, as Archie will try a three, and he drills one.
Really nice to get that three coming out of the timeout.
Most of the Anderson starters on the bench except the leading scorer, Ivanyo, as that three-pointer from Elisha Moore falls.
And that's what you like to see from your bench if you're Anderson, you know. Franklin goes down, hits that three, and you got a quick response.
Matthews trying to pick out options, gets it inside for Fairs. Fairs spinning in the post, gets it rejected by Beverly. Still impeccable defense here from Anderson.
Ferris did a nice job of looking towards that that baseline down there for Benny Powell. Just couldn't find him on that backdoor cut.
Archie kicks inside for Fairs and leaves it short, but draws a foul on the shot, so he'll shoot 2 free throws.
And this is really good if you're Franklin, you know, that stops the clock and a chance to get 2 free points here.
Archie passed up the open two-pointer at the free throw line to go inside for Fairs, and then he'll try 2 shots from the free throw line now. Fairs just averaging 4 points a game this season as he misses the first half of the 2 shots. Had 8 points against Milliken, drilled 2 threes for Franklin. But a key part of the bench unit for Franklin this season is Jesse Fairs, as he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Archie almost gets a steal there on Moore. Williams gives it up for Swan. And then Benny Powell knocks that pass out of bounds.
This Franklin bench doing a good job on defense, trying to contain this Ravens offense that can score points quickly, not letting them find a lane into the paint.
Benny Powell guarding Williams up top. Crossover into Beverly, and then a foul there on Franklin. Their first of the half, or second of the half, sorry. Goes on Malachi Archie, his 3rd foul of the night. 14:34 to play, 20 seconds on the shot clock for Anderson, as Beverly pokes that one away from Beverly. Beverly from Beverly.
Hey, sometimes you'll get a cool little call like that.
Swan over to Ivanyo, open in the corner, drills another 3-pointer. Ivanyo's 4 for 8 from 3-point land.
Yeah, and he's a critical piece that why this lead is up to 22 points again.
Franklin looking to try and break this zone. Ferris at the free throw line looking for options. Finds Matthews on the cut. Matthews trying to put it in. Swan. Matthews gets the offensive rebound, puts it up, and draws a contact for 2 free throws.
And once again, all 6'2" of Matthews playing with the most physicality out there on the floor for the Grizzlies tonight.
Some more free throws coming for Franklin, and it hasn't been smooth sailing, though, from the line. Just 5 of 10 for the free throw line.
And when you're in a deficit like this, that really costs you. Those free points can really help rally that comeback.
It's called a free throw. They're free. As Matthews hits the first, Levy and Davidson will check back in for Anderson. Axel Levy not doing most of the work on the offensive end, but has 3 blocks on defense for Anderson. And that interior defense has been a big problem for Franklin.
Yeah, but you also got to watch that he has 3 fouls here tonight. So as this game continues, we'll see how that plays out for him.
Over to Levy now in the corner, guarded by Fairs. Now Moore, cut off by Archie on the drive. Back out to Levy, loses the handle, and Matthews comes up with a steal, trying to go coast to coast and lays it in. Matthews up to 8 points on the night.
Yeah, that gamble for Matthews pays off. You know, he leaves his assignment and comes for the steal and gets that one for him.
Vanio bringing it up, guarded by Benny Powell. Davidson draws a foul there on Matthews, the reach-in foul. Team's third. Matthews' third personal.
Again, that brings up a decision for Coach Hamilton if he's going to have Matthews sit a little bit of this game, a guy that's been playing with a lot of physicality and getting to the rim and crashing the boards.
Yeah. And Swan left wide open in the corner. That three-pointer off the target. One of the few shots he's missed tonight. Swan will try another chance, leaves that one short, and Fairs grabs the long rebound for Franklin. Into Benny Powell. Thought about a three-pointer, pass it up. Fairs looking for options, finds Matthews.
And a good switch there by Franklin to get Archie out of the center of that zone. Not really a big guy.
Fairs drives baseline, tries to go up and under. Can't finish the opportunity. Now Swan brings it the other way for Anderson. 12:40 to play. Still big lead for Anderson. Inside for Levy, pass knocked away. Now back inside for Levy. Fairs rejects that one. 2-on-2. Fairs and Beverly, pass tipped by Ivanyo and out of bounds, stays with Franklin. And the starter unit for Franklin, 4 starters, along with the freshman Will Spillman will check in. But Anderson matches with their own starters back in the game.
Yeah, and Will Spellman coming in with this starting lineup really has to play physical and get down in the paint and play a lot of defense if he wants to make a statement in this game right now.
And a long pass on the inbounds taken away by Davidson. Troutman eventually secures it. Now Beverly guarded by Fairs, or Morgan. They'll try a three-pointer. Too strong, rebound by Samples. Samples drives inside, finds King on the baseline. King guarded by Beverly, draws a foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Once again, conserving some of that clock. You saw there initially that Spellman was open in that low post. That could be another way that the Grizzlies try to break this zone defense is by getting down the court faster than Ravens offense can transition back,
But this Anderson team, a lot of fast athletes at every position, so they get back quickly. And King misses the first half of his 2 free throws. And the free throw struggles still continue for Franklin. Second half of the 2 shots good by King, 64-47, 12 minutes to play. Troutman almost gets it taken away by Flanagan and Samples. Now beating the full court press is Anderson. with Davidson on the bucket.
And they caught Franklin on their heels there in that transition of the full court press. Easy break for the Ravens.
Samples inside to Morgan. Morgan trying to find Spellman. And then now Williams running the fast break. Lays it up and in. Beverly wanted the lob there. Morgan puts up the floater. Can't get to fall. And a foul on the rebound. Yes. Immediate timeout here. Under 12. 68-47, your score will be back in just a moment. Down. 11:22 to play, 68-47. The Ravens lead. Franklin with possession under the basket. Same 5 on the floor from before the timeout for Franklin. Troutman, Davidson, Beverly, Williams, and Ivanyo, the 5 on the floor for Anderson. Inbound play for Franklin. So one of the last ones get taken away. Now Morgan in the post, leaves the post shot short.
Franklin unable to capitalize on a lot of opportunities in the second half after coming out hot.
Davidson on the three-point attempt off the front of the rim. King picks up a rebound. His 7th rebound of the contest. Now Morgan inside, spinning on Beverly, lays it in with the left hand.
That's a good quick basket for Franklin, able to get that ball into the low post fairly quickly there. You don't want to get hung up outside the three-point line.
Driving baseline is Davidson, guarded by Spellman. Now King guarding Ivanyo. Ivanyo has 24 on the night. Troutman inside, guarded by King. Williams will put up a floater in the lane, and he'll connect on that one. Puts Bryce Williams up to 16 points, 8 for 11 from the field.
Williams does a nice job coming off an off-ball screen there and finds the lane.
Spellman in the post, kicks out for King, but it's taken away by Davidson. 2-on-1 fast break. Williams behind the back pass for Davidson and lays it in. Now with 10 minutes to play, this one about getting out of hand for Franklin.
Yeah, if they want to make a statement, they're going to have to go fast now.
As Morgan can't get that to go, and Beverly picks up another rebound for Anderson. And Ivanyo will find Williams in the corner. That three-pointer left short. Timeout taken here by Franklin.
That smart timeout by Coach Hamilton. Sees that his player's body language is not what he wants in a deficit like this. You got to fight for a comeback as we go into our timeout break.
We'll be back in just a few moments. 72-49, 9:47 to play. Anderson showing why they were the favorites to win the ACAC here in the home opener, or the season opener of conference play.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of really containing the Grizzly offense that usually has a lot of scorers. Tonight, limited to really just Brandon Flanagan and Cooper Matthews.
Only one score in double digits. It was Braden Flanagan with 11. Not even on the court right now. It's Fayers, Bostic, Matthews, Archie, and King are the 5 for Franklin. Bostic almost loses the handle. Archie picks it back up into the corners for Fayers. Fayers will drive, try to find Matthews, 5 to shoot, and just trying to save it. And then now on the fast break again, Moore will drive and score on the layup.
Well, when you have a deficit this big, you really start playing aggressive on offense. That's what's caused all these huge fast breaks for the Ravens.
Fayers gets his shot to fall inside. That ends the 2.5 or minute and 45-second run of scorelessness for Franklin. The women's matchup between these two schools taking place at Anderson. 6-point game with 18 seconds left. It's 90-84 in favor of Anderson. See if Franklin can pull off a miracle in that ending of that game. As Dylan Beverly checks in for Franklin. Into the corner for Swan. 3-pointer left off the front of the rim. Saved by Swan in the corner. Williams back out to Swan, guarded by Bostic. 10 to shoot. Davidson tries to pass out and draws a foul. Team's 5th. So that goes on Matthews. That's his 4th. See if they keep Matthews on the court with 4 fouls here.
Yeah, it's a tricky situation when he's been playing so well and so physical in the paint. You just want to make this score, as I say that, another shot goes in. You want to make the score look a little bit better.
76 as Williams gets his 18th point of the night on the layup. And Beverly on the baseline, underneath and scores.
Beverly does a really nice job of getting underneath that basket, puts that one in reverse.
Beverly gets his 2nd basket of the night, up to 4 points. Good to see him getting on the score sheet for Franklin. And Davidson under the rim, up and under, scores. Davidson moves into double figures with 11. Inside to Beverly again, kicks out for King in the corner. 3-pointer off target, rebound by Matthews, and he scores with a foul.
Matthews does a good job not reacting to that foul. I saw him turn and look at him. He's got 4 fouls. He wants to play careful right now.
Already has a tech. Some of the Anderson players talking to him, maybe see if they can rile him up, but trying to keep a calm head from the sophomore, and that takes us to our under 8. Immediate timeout. We'll be back in just a moment.
Knox. Yes, Knox out.
So Cooper Matthews to finish off his 3-point play at the line here. 78-55, 7:47 to play. The women's matchup just went final. Anderson on top of that one, 91-86. Franklin, we're back here. Both teams on Saturday afternoon for a doubleheader versus the Hanover Panthers. Matthews down low to Beverly, kicks back out for Archie. He'll try a three-pointer, and he buries one. By Archie's second three. Troutman will throw a lob, but Beverly tries to just cuff it in.
That's
Can't do so.
quite the extension there. A little bit of an errant pass.
Beverly kicks out to Matthews in the corner. Back out to King. He'll try a three-pointer. Off the back iron, Matthews tries to find a rebound. Draws a foul there on Ivanyo.
It looked like King had one more pass open there to the top of the three-point line.
Sometimes need that extra pass. As Matthews thought he was going to check out, but he's going to be on the 1-and-1 as Anderson's in the bonus here. Only 7 minutes to play as they have 18 fouls. So 1-and-1 for Cooper Matthews. 11 points on the night. One with 2 rebounds and 2 assists. Missed the front half of the 1-and-1. Troutman almost loses it there on the steal from Matthews. Beverly drives in, ripped away by Archie. 2-on-1 fast break. King back to Archie, and Archie will lay it in.
Really nice give and go there by King and Archie. Archie finally gets a steal. He averages 1 a game.
Leads back under 20. A foul there committed by Franklin. Lynn King will draw the foul. His second of the night. Cooper Matthews checks out for Jesse Fairs. So it's Archie for Benny Powell.
I don't know how much more of Cooper Matthews we'll see tonight with the 4 fouls, but in my book, if you're Coach Hamilton, you let him play until he fouls out with this deficit.
Yeah, 78-61, 6:30 to play. Vanya still out on the court. He's played 30 minutes of this contest. Troutman drives inside, tough layup, and gets it to go.
That's got to be the 4th tough layup we've seen Troutman make tonight.
There's at the free throw line, finds Benny Powell on the back cut. Can't get it to go, but will draw the foul for 2 free throws.
Once again, best case scenario for the Grizzlies, stops this clock.
Just need to hit the free throws. Just 9 of 16 from the free throw line has been killer for the Franklin Grizzlies tonight.
Yeah, it's been quite the struggle. I bet tomorrow in practice they'll be shooting those all afternoon.
As I said earlier, both women's and men's basketball here on Grizz TV. Saturday versus the Hanover Panthers. Big rivalry matchup. Be sure to tune in for those contests. Women's tips off at 1 o'clock. Men's game will start 30 minutes after the conclusion of the women's matchup. Benny Powell missed the front half of these 2 free throws. Still, free throw line being a detriment for Franklin. And the second one is good, and Cooper Matthews will check back in.
Yeah, just giving him a small rest, let him rehydrate, get back out there.
Swan guarded by Benny Powell. Onto Ivanyo, spins baseline, gets it knocked away, but a foul called there on the swipe by Fairs, and it'll be a free throw. Puts Anderson in the 1-and-1 bonus for Ivanyo.
Something interesting to me, Ryan, is Ivanyo playing with 4 fouls, and with this lead of 18, he's still out there.
Has 24 points on the night, is perfect from the line, 8 for 8. Makes us the first of the 1-and-1. Haven't seen many other players in ACSC play yet, but I would say Ivanyo is front runner for Player of the Year.
Yeah, I mean, he showed it here tonight why he's the leader of this Ravens defense and offense. He's done it on both sides of the court.
Cross court to King. He'll step inside for a two-pointer, and he connects.
That's a shot King likes a lot. It's good to see him finally get into a rhythm.
5:25 to play, 81-64. Williams drives inside, kicks out for Swan. The quick trigger, bullseye from 3 for Nolan Swan, his 4th of the night.
Yeah, he's had the hot hand all night. He's continuing to shoot.
Been a big key for the Anderson bench points. Fairs finds Benny Powell on the outside. Benny Powell will drive underneath, tries to serve that one in, can't get it to go, and then Matthews almost comes up with a steal on the other end, but out of bounds.
Good hustle play by Matthews. Get down there and prevent that fast break.
Samples checks back in for Franklin, as well as Malachi Archie for Benny Powell and Dylan Beverly. Steal there by Matthews, gives it out for Samples on the fast break and lays it in for an easy 2. Another steal by Matthews. Samples was on the half-court line, had to keep him from going over, just had to throw it out. Anderson, another steal.
That's a tough play to make.
Leby up by 20, gets the green light. Still unable to connect from 3. Axel Leby. Matthews back over to King, inside to Fairs. Archie on the baseline, underneath, and Archie scores. It's, Archie to 12 points on the night. And Samples will come up with a steal here. Go to Archie, he'll try a 3-pointer. He's been hot from there. Drills another one. 84-71, 4:02 to play. And that takes a timeout by Anderson.
Yeah, that one brings some life back into the Franklin faithful.
The defense trying to mount a little bit of a comeback here. 84-71, we'll be back in just a moment.
It's not a coincidence. The second that mascot left, we started doing well. The new Grizz sucks.
The once 20-point lead for the Anderson Ravens, now down to 13 with 4:02 to play. Franklin trying to mount, could be a improbable comeback. You never know around here. Calls for a little bit of a inbound interference there from Swan, and then a foul there. I'll go on Matthews, will be his 5th. He's fouled out. Big blow for Franklin there. He's been a key piece on defense.
Yeah, really unfortunate. I like the effort, though, that he's been playing with all night. And Coach Hamilton made a gamble there to keep him in with 4 fouls. I think it was the right decision. It cuts this lead down to 13.
So 1-1 for Bryce Williams. Williams has 18 on the night, makes the front half of the 1-1. Anderson just dropping back, ready for defense. No, they just need to hold out for the final 4 minutes of play here, and we'll see the easy victory, most likely. This Franklin team has no quit. Second free throw missed. 14-point game with 3:50 to play.
This is where your offense has to get into that overdrive mode. You got to play fast and physical.
Samples over to Archie. Archie inside to King. King by Levy puts it up, no good. Ferris grabs the rebound, and then Ferris goes up and lays it in. 12-point game with 3:30 to play. Franklin in the full court press. And almost come up with a steal there is Benny Powell. And then Archie will be called for the foul. It'll be Malachi Archie's 4th foul. Be another 1-and-1 for Bryce Williams here. Elisha Moore checks in for Nolan Swan. As well as Marco Beverly checks in for Axel Levy.
Yeah, for Coach Collins, you got to be thinking of defensive-minded starting 5 here. Try to limit as many points for the Grizzlies. Try to make this score look better than it could be if they continue to go on this run.
Front half the 1-and-1, good for Williams. Anderson taking advantage at the free throw line. Their free points. Brayden Flanagan will check in for Franklin. Flanagan was leading the team in points with 11, but now Malachi Archie leads them all with 15.
Archie now with 4 fouls too, so another gamble here by Coach Hamilton, keeping him in the game.
Both free throws good, 14-point lead for Anderson as the miscommunication between Archie and King. And Franklin turns it over in a big spot.
Yeah, that just can't happen this late in the game when you're trying to mount a little bit of a comeback.
And Benny Powell check in for Flanagan. I guess they're going offense for defense there. Flanagan and Benny Powell as William gets it in. Now he'll probably just try to eat as much clock as he can. Davidson back out to Williams. Williams drives inside, kicks out for Beverly, passes up a three-pointer. Another pass taken away by Fairs.
And Anderson doing the right thing there, trying to chew up as much clock as possible. Once you get too many passes, it becomes susceptible to a steal.
And King tries to put up a shot in the post there, and it won't fall. Now with 2:45 to play, still a 14-point deficit. Anderson is trying to close this one out. Vanyo on samples, drives inside, kicks out for Williams. He'll try a three-pointer, and he's on fire tonight. Bryce Williams has 24.
Yeah, and with 2:27 left, you got to think that one might be the dagger.
Franklin's a little bit of a late comeback. As Archie will try a deep three. Archie can't miss tonight either.
Yeah, that's a big response by Archie, playing with 4 fouls.
18 points for the senior from Park Tudor. And Franklin will take a timeout. Down by 14. We'll be back in just a moment. Playing 4 fouls last like 6 minutes. 2:17 to play, 14-point game. Ravens with the ball. Still have 2 players with 4 fouls. Chet.
Yeah, so you got Avanya with 4 fouls, and you got, Leby with 4 fouls. You kind of got to put some pressure on these guys, try to get them to commit a foul here late, get them out of this game. That would help mount this little comeback that they have with this glimmer of light at the end of the tunnel.
Vanyo goes down the court and draws a foul there on King, blocking foul. Puts him at the line for a 1-and-1. These late game fouls have really cost Franklin their chance of a comeback, giving them free throws.
Yeah, and they just can't miss from the free throw line tonight, something that we got to work on as a team.
That's 77% from the line. And Ivanyo, 9 for 10 from here. And he makes the first. free throw as Flanagan and Samples check back in.
Ryan, it makes you feel like if he hits the second free throw, that door is almost completely shut for the Grizzlies.
Yeah, pretty much will be. And he does so. Puts him up to 27 points on the evening. Archie will try a deep three. Heat check basically for Malachi Archie.
Yeah, you got to start playing for some pride out there and throwing up some threes. Try to get that lead down. Maybe you can start fouling, saving some clock.
Bonio drive inside, kick out to Beverly. Flanagan knocks that one out of bounds. Fairs and Beverly check back in for some height on defense for Franklin.
Pulls that senior leader, Cody Samples, out of the game.
Williams drives inside, puts another shot up and in. Bryce Williams 11 for 15. Ivanyo's been a killer, but so has Williams for Franklin.
Yeah, it's been a long night. They put a lot of pressure on this defense, and they just haven't stepped up in those big moments to contest some of those shots.
Turnover there from Benny Powell. 3-on-1 fast break. Trying to throw up a lob, hits the rim, and then put back on the dunk by Marco Beverly.
A little bit of an arid lob there. Almost goes in, and then the putback by Beverly, really nice.
Benny Powell draws the foul, and he'll shoot 2 free throws here as Franklin's in the double bonus now. All the 12-point lead with about 3 minutes to go end up extending back to a 20-point Ravens lead here with 1:15.
Well, Ryan, that's what good teams do. They know how to close a game, especially on the road. And if you're going to be the #1 team in this conference, you're going to have to do it early in the season. Anderson really firing on all cylinders here tonight. Hasn't shown much of that early season slump.
Anderson with the win here will move to 5-2 on the season. Franklin will move to an even 500 at 3-3. So, they play host on the weekend to Hanover as Ivanyo will draw another foul for more free throws. Foul goes on Jesse Fairs, his third.
Ivanyo done a nice job tonight, boosting that free throw percentage.
27 points, 6 for 11, 4 for 8 from 3, 11 for 12, make that 12 for 13 now from the free throw line. Two for 2 at the line. Anderson pushing 100-point mark in this matchup. Archie thought about a 3. Fairs will launch a deep one. Off target, rebound by Beverly. And now Anderson can kind of just dribble out the rest of this clock. Beverly commits a foul. Goes on Beverly there. Some more free throws coming here in these final 2 minutes of play.
Coach Hamilton getting those bench reserve guys up, get them into the game, get some meaningful seconds here.
Will Spillman, Jamison Chapman, Wame Arnold, Indrid Whitaker, and Connor McNabb will all check in for Franklin, and Anderson will also make the line change. Jacob Scrubs, Aiden Brobston, Cole Duncan, and Josiah Marshall, I believe, or Josiah Cox in the game, as well as Cedric Anderson for the Ravens. Will be the final 5 on the court to close out these final seconds. And even with the reserves still in a 3-2 zone.
Yeah, they've stayed true to it all night, and that's something that they're going to stay by. That can carry them a long way this season.
Offensive rebound by McNabb, puts it up, and the foul. 3-point play coming here for Connor McNabb.
That's good to see the junior get involved. You know, he doesn't get a lot of minutes in these games. Finally put something up on the stat sheet.
converts a three-point play. So clock ticking down, just a 3-second difference between game clock and shot clock. And steal there by Kwame Arnold. And up for Jamison Chapman, and he'll lay it in.
And you know, Ryan, despite the deficit here tonight, the Grizzly faithful still cheering on these reserve guys.
A lot of the guys still sticking around here, even with the 16-point deficit. I think the referees just making sure we got the right 1.5 seconds added to the clock for 10.5.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that will make much of a difference here.
Big steal there from injured Whitaker. Tries to go up and score and rejected. Kwame Arnold will lay it in. 85-99.
They're making this this final score look a little bit better. I mean, the box score won't show that, but anyone that just looks at the score will see that.
Final seconds dribbled out by the Ravens. They take a 14-point win here, 99-85. And Tate Avagno, the senior, doing what he does best, getting to the basket and scoring 29 points, leads all scorers. Bryce Williams had 26 on 11 for 15 shooting, and also had 8 assists to go with it. Franklin, led by Malachi Archie, was 7 for 10, but 4 for 6. Now, if you had to pick a player of the game for Anderson, who would you pick?
I mean, it's got to be Tate Avagno. He's a do-it-all guy. He's really putting a lot of pressure on this Grizzly defense, and really tonight was a total breakdown of that Grizzly defense.
Yeah. Franklin got 4 guys in double figures. Usually that means a winning formula for Franklin, but when you give up 99 points and you turn the ball over 12 times, you get out rebounded 42-38. It's not usually a recipe for success.
Well, the Grizzlies will have to lick their wounds on this one and come back here on Saturday and try to get a win over their rivals in Hanover College.
Yep. Franklin goes 0 for 2, both men's and women's, versus the Anderson Ravens. They'll see him again this season. We'll see the women's team come here in the second half of the season. Franklin will go up to Anderson to play a late season matchup. That will do it for our coverage here. Franklin 85, Anderson at 99. I was Ryan Gage. With me was Chet Sproles. We hope to see you next time on Grizz TV. Have a great rest of your night.
It's history in sports, yeah. Anything that, like, physically happened, I can remember.